Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to the final year project lecture series at the Faculty of Agro-Based Industry, University of Malaysia Kelantan. My name is Muhammad, a lecturer from the faculty. This time, I'll be talking about one of the most important but often overlooked topics in academic writing, especially for novice, plagiarism and citation. To make it easier, this topic will be divided into several chapters with a short quiz after each of the chapter, just to test your understanding on each topic. You are expected to complete every activity. The first chapter will cover the introduction to plagiarism and Trinity. Oh, and I hope you have answered the first quiz before watching this video. It will help you understand the concept of plagiarism and citation. If you haven't done so, stop watching this video and go for the quiz first. It is imperative for you to understand plagiarism is equal to stealing. The person who committed plagiarism might not steal your money, your smartphones, or even your girlfriend. Unlike that one friend who backstabbed you. Just kidding. But that doesn't make it any less serious, you know. Plagiarism is an act of taking the words, theories, creations, or ideas of another person and passing them off as your own. Something as intangible as an idea also can be plagiarized. Take a look at this example. This was supposed to be the logo for Tokyo 2020 Summer Olympic. But after the launching event, many designers started to realize some similarities of the logo with another older logo, Theater de Liège. I mean, the similarity is definitely there. Look at the T and the L. Even the designer himself also admitted that he took the logo from the internet. Funny, huh? After the scandal, Japan immediately changed the logo into this one. Well, it's not as elegant as the first one, I personally think, but if it's enough to get you out of a messy lawsuit later, then it's fine. In the first quiz, I hope you already understand how grave the effect of plagiarism. Basically, if you won't steal someone's money, you also won't plagiarize someone's work. You have to remember, plagiarism is thief. There are many ways one can detect plagiarism. Sometimes just by reading a few sentences or your submitted assignment, your lecturers might already know if you are plagiarizing, trust me. So NUMK is using Turnitin as the official plagiarism checker, but there are many free plagiarism checker out there such as Viper, Grammarly, and DupliChecker. And Grammarly also one of the amazing tools to check your grammar. And premium version is free for your MK students, so please check with your librarian. And according to the latest FYP guideline, a maximum of 25% of similarity score is acceptable. More than that, it's not. So you have to rework your submission either by paraphrasing or remove the similar parts altogether. And also important to note that supervisors are required to give their students access to Turnitin. If they don't know how to subscribe to Turnitin, then ask them to check with the librarian. And remember, a librarian is important during your student's life. They are the gatekeeper for many resources and knowledge. Be friend with them. Here is an example of student's thesis with similarity report of 23%. It is less than 25%, so it's acceptable. This one, however, is a bit higher, 34%. So this work is unacceptable. You can see this person copied and pasted the entire paragraph. And your supervisor also got to know where the sentences were from. What about this one? Well, I'll let you to decide. 77% of the work came from only one source. So I guess someone had a party with Ctrl-C and Ctrl-Z last night, eh? So those numbers, 25%, 23%, 34%, and 82%, what are they? It is called similarity score, which can be assessed through a similarity report from Turnitin. So a plagiarism checker, such as Turnitin in this case, will compare submitted work against their database. This database contains not thousands, not millions, but billions of pages of information from many sources. The similarity score or index is a percentage of paper's content that matches to Turnitin's databases. Even though the similarity score is high, it doesn't indicate plagiarism if it is cited properly. So this is why skills in correct citation is important. And that's why you are watching this video to become skillful in correct citation. There are many reasons why your work of art that you were working so hard, no sleep, no shower, but end up rejected with high similarity score. Well, this can be some of that reasons. It might because the paper was submitted on the past, maybe by you or maybe by your senior. Or you have submitted the paper before, but it was a draft. You have to understand, as long as the paper is in the database, it will be checked against, and that's why sometimes receive similarity score of 100%. So how to solve this problem? Ask your supervisor to exclude the draft from the database. If they don't know how to do that, ask them to check with the librarian. Other reasons would include the classic act of copy and paste, or simply an act of crime. We had this case like this before, so we don't need season 2, please, no more. Lastly, a case of improper citation. In academic writing, sometimes we cannot help but to copy and paste the entire sentence, because if we change the sentence using our own words, the exact meaning might be gone. This is normally a case of law students because you cannot change the sentences in any law. So you have to copy and paste the whole sentence, verbatim, word by word. Example is like the one you can see here in red. You see the quotes mark before and after the sentence in red? That was called a quotation. In citation, it is allowed, it is correct. But you cannot simply do this because you want to. You do that only when the whole sentence cannot be changed and to preserve the meaning of the sentence. Turnitin will detect this, correct, and will increase the similarity score. But how to solve the problem? Ask your supervisor to exclude the citation from the report. If they don't know how to do that, ask them to check with the librarian. So as a conclusion, it is important to take plagiarism seriously. It is an act of thievery. You may avoid plagiarism by doing proper citation. Secondly, similarity score does not indicate if the paper work has been plagiarized. It's there to show similarities, and if you gave the paper a proper credit or citation. If you think you have, but the similarity score is still high, discuss with your supervisor. If your supervisor don't know how to do that, well, you know what to do. Ask them to ask a librarian.